Hey guys, so I just got back from a long run and I wanted to tell you guys about an issue that I had during this run that I've had a lot before and offer some suggestions and also see if you guys had any suggestions to offer. So what happened, and what happens to me a lot, was that when I was running downhill and then a lot through the end of the run, my feet were burning. Like the bottom of my feet where it comes into contact with the insoles was burning very badly. I know that this happens to me, so it's definitely something that happens to everybody else because I'm not special. But it was really bad today, so when I came home I looked up a few ways to prevent this. So number one, a huge cause of this burning sensation is friction. So that's literally just the bottom of your foot and your sock rubbing against your shoes. One of the ways to prevent this is to have correctly fitting shoes, which I know I have because I was sized for these shoes and I know that they fit correctly. Another way that it was suggested to prevent them was to have good insoles. Now these insoles are brand new and they're fairly soft, so I don't think that that's the issue. You can actually see them if you want. They're just Dr. Scholl's running insoles, which I should probably have better ones for my plantar fasciitis, but I don't because these were the cheapest. But yeah, these are new. They're not rubbing off. They're not rubbing into my feet, which were a problem in my old insoles. When I had a lot of this part of it off, it would give me blisters, but these new ones aren't supposed to be doing that. Another solution, which I saw online, was to make sure that your shoes were tied properly. And you want them to be secure, but you don't want them to be too tight. By tying them too tight, you can increase the burning sensation by cutting off circulation. So I'll show you what they recommend. Most of the websites that I went on to recommended that you have your laces tied tight enough so that you can slip a finger underneath the knot, which these are. I did tighten them during the run, but they probably got looser as I went. I think I could definitely benefit from having less tight laces. Wearing the proper socks was another recommendation that a lot of the websites had. Said you shouldn't be wearing cotton socks and that your socks should be athletic socks that were made for running in. My socks are pretty old. I'm not sure what they're made of, but they are athletic socks. But a lot of them have a lot of wear on the bottom. This pair in particular, I think is maybe 3 years old. So I could definitely do to get new socks, but it's getting pretty thin on the bottom. So there's nothing really protecting my foot from rubbing against the bottom of my shoe and causing that burning sensation. One last thing that was recommended a lot on the internet, which has less to do with friction and more to do with aeration, is having mesh shoes, which I have. I don't really buy running shoes and they don't make a whole lot of running shoes that aren't mesh, but the more mesh you have on the shoes, the more air you have coming in and the cooler your feet will be. So that's just what I could find in a 5-minute internet search. But if you guys have any other recommendations, please feel free to leave them in the comments because I definitely know I could benefit from that and other people could too.